Welcome to Slumberix. Tonight we'll leave the busy world behind and step into a place where quiet moments gently wait for us. So settle in, take a slow, comfortable breath, and let this peaceful story carry you into a restful night. Tonight I want to invite you somewhere very quiet, not to a busy city, not to a crowded beach, but to a peaceful little cabin hidden beside a calm lake in the gentle hills of Vermont. Before we begin, make yourself comfortable. Take one slow, easy breath in and let it out just as slowly. There is nowhere you need to be, nothing you need to finish. For the next few minutes, the world can wait. As autumn quietly settled over Vermont, Silver Lake became almost perfectly still. The tall maple trees that surrounded the water had turned into glowing shades of gold, amber, and crimson. Every gentle breeze carried a few colorful leaves into the air, where they floated peacefully before resting upon the lake. The water reflected everything above it, the trees, the clouds, and the soft evening sky, so clearly that it felt as though another peaceful world lived beneath the surface. Near the northern shore stood an old wooden cabin. It wasn't large, it wasn't luxurious, but it had something much more bountiful. It felt like home. Its weathered pine walls had stood through countless winters. Its small stone chimney quietly welcomed the first cool evenings of every autumn, and each window glowed with a warm golden light that seemed to promise comfort long before anyone stepped inside. A narrow wooden path covered with fallen leaves connected the cabin to a tiny dock reaching gently into Silver Lake. There were no cars, no busy roads, only the whisper of trees, the quiet songs of distant birds, and the soft movement of water against the dock. Inside the cabin, everything was calm. A stone fireplace crackled gently, filling the room with warmth. The scent of cedar wood mixed softly with cinnamon and freshly brewed apple cider. A thick knitted blanket rested across a comfortable rocking chair beside the fire. An old bookshelf filled one wall filled with dozens of well-loved novels collected over many decades. Some books had faded covers, some carried handwritten notes inside their pages. Each one had patiently waited for another peaceful evening. Near the window sat a small wooden table. Upon it rested a steaming mug of warm apple cider. Beside the mug lay an old brass compass that no longer pointed perfectly north. No one knew why it remained there. Perhaps it simply belonged. Outside, twilight slowly gave way to night. The first stars quietly appeared above the hills. The moon rose gently over a silver lake, painting a silver path across the calm water. From somewhere far across the lake came the gentle call of a loon. Its lonely yet peaceful voice drifted through the cool evening air before fading into silence once again. Inside the cabin, the fire continued its soft conversation with the old logs. Tiny sparks floated upward before disappearing into the chimney. The rocking chair moved ever so slightly, almost as though someone had just stood up after reading a favorite story. Everything inside the cabin seemed to move more slowly. Time itself felt softer here. The clock on the wall ticked quietly, not to hurry anyone, only to remind the evening that it was welcome to stay as long as it wished. Outside, a light breeze carried the sweet scent of pine trees across the lake. The colorful leaves whispered gently to one another high above the ground. Some slowly drifted onto the cabin roof. Others landed silently upon the dock, where they floated away one by one. There was no urgency, only gentle moments unfolding exactly as they should. As the night deepened, the stars multiplied above the lake. Thousands felt endless, yet wonderfully safe. Inside the cabin, the warm glow from the fireplace danced across the wooden walls. The shelves of old books cast long, peaceful shadows. The apple cider slowly cooled beside the window. Everything invited stillness. Everything invited rest. If you listen carefully, you might notice another sound, the soft creaking of the cabin itself. Old wood gently settling after another cool autumn day. It was a comforting sound, like an old friend quietly saying, "You're safe here." There were no alarms, no flashing screens, no rushing footsteps, only gentle warmth, soft light, fresh mountain air, and the peaceful rhythm of nature. For a little while, it almost felt as though the outside world had disappeared completely. The cabin asked for nothing. It expected nothing. It simply offered a place where tired minds could finally slow down, where heavy thoughts became lighter, where silence no longer felt empty, but instead felt wonderfully full. The moon climbed higher, the lake became even quieter, the fire continued its gentle glow, and somewhere beyond the trees, a cool autumn breeze carried another handful of golden leaves softly across the water. As you rest here beside the fireplace, listening to the quiet lake, watching the warm light gently dance across the wooden floor, you may begin to notice your breathing becoming slower, your shoulders growing lighter, and your thoughts drifting as gently as the autumn leaves outside. Because tonight, there is nowhere else to go, nothing else to do, only this peaceful cabin, this quiet lake, and the comforting feeling that for just a little while, you have truly found a place where the world moves at the perfect pace.